פרק ד', 4th chapter, 3rd Mishnah. אין מבקעים עצים ביום טוב לצורך הסקה. You're not allowed to chop wood on Yom Tov for burning. In other words, do it beforehand.
Not chop, split.
Split, thank you. Not chop, split. לא מן הקורות הסדורות לצורך בניין. So, how are you not allowed to do it? First of all, you're allowed to do it from building materials. If you've got קורות סדורות לצורך בניין, you've got something that you set aside for building, that's for sure not. Why? Nation muktzeh, we already learned that. And something else you're not allowed to. Let's say you have like a structure, a small structure, that broke on Yom Tov. ולא מן הקורה שנשברה ביום טוב. Also not from the beams that got broke on Yom Tov. Which means that the only thing they're good for now is burning. They're not good for anything else. Even for that you're not allowed to. אף על פי שעכשיו היא מוכנה להסקה. Even though that now it is prepared to be burnt. כיוון שבערב יום טוב לא עמדה לכך. But we have the rule. Since when Yom Tov came in, it wasn't, you didn't have your mind on it. הרי היא מוקצה, therefore it is מוקצה, שהואיל והוקצתה הקורה מערב יום טוב בין השמשות, הוקצה לכם כולו. Because if you didn't have it in mind when Yom Tov came in, that's it. It was removed from your mind for the whole Yom Tov. אבל מבקעים מן הקורה שנשברה מערב יום טוב. But if it broke before Yom Tov, yeah, then you know for sure this is one, it's only, the only purpose for it is wood. Is a burning, so therefore you're allowed to.
Then you can cut it.
And then you can, yeah, and then you can מבקע את זה. Yeah, we can make it into pieces. ואין חוששים לטורך. We're not going to worry, oh, this is too much hard work. Yeah, you need to make fuel. Remember, I said, the fuel is part of the cooking. Fuel is part of the cooking. ואין חוששים לטורך שמשום כבוד יום התירו. We're not worried about this is a big job. Because we permitted this big job because it's part of cooking. But we're going to continue. Don't think it's going to be easy. What does it mean it's not going to be easy? אין מבקים מן הקורה שנשברה מערב יום טוב. When you split the wood, when you do the splitting of the wood, even though it was broken from before Yom Tov, לא בקרדום, you're not allowed to use an axe. ולא במגרה, you're not allowed to use a saw. ולא במגע של קציר, and not with even another instrument or the wheat, even that means you're not allowed to. שכל אלו כלי אומן הם, because all these are specific tools of an expert crafter, and therefore נראה כבא לעשות מלאכה. You're not allowed to work with tools on Yom Tov because it looks like you're coming to do a big job. So what do you have to use? A little bit of kufitz. You have your butcher knife, you're cooking it. A little bit. Yeah, go with it. No, you don't need a lot of wood. Just whatever you need. Yeah, takes 2 seconds. A little bit of kufitz. סכין גדולה שקופצים בבשר ועצמות. The butcher knife you can use. ואינה כלי אומן. This is not, it is not a tool of an expert, of a craftsman. ויש...
Very strange because the magal is also like the kofitz. It's not used for wood, it's used for wheat.
Yeah, but the magal is a problem because it is used for a specific work you're not allowed to do on Yom Tov. The kofitz, you're allowed to do this type of food of Yom Tov.
Because it's for ochel nefesh.
Yeah, it's for cooking. Okay, the kofitz is for cooking, so it shows that you're cooking. The magal shows like that you're going to harvest. Yeah. אלא בקופיץ. ויש מבארים הטעם משום שינוי. There are those who say the reason is because you have to show that you do it in a different way. Not because it's כלי אומנות, but because you have to show that you're doing it not in the regular way. שלא יעשה ביום טוב כדרך שהוא עושה בחול. So you have to do in יום טוב the way you do it in the weekday. בגמרא מבואר, the Gemara explains, שהקופיץ יש לו שני צדדים. The kufitz has 2 sides. What's a kufitz? So now I'm going to get the definition for the kufitzes. אחד רחב כאין קרדום ואחד צר וחד. So one part is thicker and the other part is sharper. Okay. ואין מבקעים ביום טוב אלא בצד אחד שלו. כדי שנות בדרך הביקוע בחול. And even in Yom Tov, you don't use the X part, you use the chopping part to show that it's different. Okay, finished. Next one. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Okay. בית שהוא מלא פירות. A house that is full of fruits. If I remember correctly, let me see just 1 second.
Like the storage.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to talk about over here. I just remember it from the Gemara. It's not, when they say a house over here, they don't mean a house. I think the Gemara is going to take a look, because if it's a house, you wouldn't be allowed to do it. We'll see soon. Let me read, and then if it becomes problematic, we'll talk about it. בית שהוא מלא פירות, a house that is full of fruits, מוכנים לאכילה, like you said, a storage place. A storage place that you put your fruits in. Think about it like a refrigerator for our days. They had a cabinet for fruits. But the cabinet was built from rocks. Yeah? סתום. שמקום הפתח סתום בלבנים ובאבנים בלא תטעה. Oh, he explains, yeah. That the opening is stopped with bricks or with stones, but it's not real house, like I told you. It cannot be a real house, because if it's real house, it's breaking. Yeah, you just like build like a Lego. You know, not even like a Lego, just you can take it apart. ונפחת הפתח הסתום. And the opening opened up on Yom Tov. In other words, if the opening didn't open up on Yom Tov, you're not allowed to take it, because you declared it as a storage place, not as to take it from it. In other words,
because it's mukse or because you...
Because the fact that it's closed shows that you didn't want it from before Yom Tov.
I see.
Yeah? But on Yom Tov, it opened up. For whatever reason, it opened up. So the question now, since it opened up, am I allowed to take it? So it looks like, what's the difference? I didn't have it in mind before Yom Tov. It doesn't matter that it happened on Yom Tov. If I didn't have it in mind when Yom Tov came in, I shouldn't. היינו שנפלו אבנים אחדות ביום טוב, that a few stones fell on Yom Tov, so it's not going to be like the beam with the wood that we said you're not allowed to do it. Over here it says, נוטל פירות לאכול, you are allowed to take fruits from inside to eat. ממקום הפחת, from the place it was open. שהואיל והלבנים הסותמות את הפתח סדורות בלוטית, because since the bricks that are standing over there are there without real, it's not really closed, in other words. It's like almost a door. It's like almost like a door. You take the there, you can take it in. Yeah? ואין ניסון בפתיחתם אלא מדברי סופרים, and the only why, even now, since it's not really a door, you're not really unbuilding, because it's not really permanent structure. It's not a permanent structure. It's like a, so therefore, if you do take it away, it's not a prohibition from the Torah, it's only a prohibition from the rabbis. And now it happened by itself, therefore you're allowed to. But if it was a strong house, like a real room with real strong, and then, I don't know, an elephant came and knocked it over during Yom Tov, you will not be able to take it. Because that's a structure from the Torah. This is only a structure from the rabbis, therefore you're allowed to.
But whereas from you have to think about it. It's like you're stored there. And if you didn't think about the store before that you want to go and eat, you can eat in Yom Tov.
Correct.
Well, you have to think about if it's going to break, I'm going to go take fruit. No?
So it looks like the thing that prevents you to eat it is a mitzvah that is from the Torah or a mitzvah from the rabbis. See, before the thing that prevents you to take the beam was a mitzvah from the Torah. You're not allowed to break a beam on Yom Tov. Over here, it's only a mitzvah from the rabbis that takes your mind away. So when it says, if it's mitzvah from the rabbis that makes it out of your mind, you would be allowed to. That's what it looks like over here. Okay. I'm not sure that's what the Gemara is going to say, but that's logical to say such a thing. לפיכך מנשתלק אותו האיסור מעצמו, so since now it's only a mitzvah from the rabbis and it was removed by itself, מותרים הפירות שאין בהם דין מוקצה. The פירות are allowed because the פירות itself are not מוקצה. רבי מאיר goes further and says, what are you talking about? אף פוחת לכתחילה ונוטל. He says it's not even prohibited from the rabbis. You can just open it, it's an opening, you can open it and put it back. What's the difference? Yeah. מן הפירות ביום טוב, שהואיל ואין הלבנים מחוברות בטיט. It says, I think he's saying it's not even an issur of the rabbis. You're allowed to. אין פחיתתן נקראת סתירה. The fact that you're taking away a couple of bricks to take the food, that's not called breaking. הילקח מותר לכתחילה לפתוח את הפתח הסתום ביותר כדי פירות. Therefore, you're allowed to do it from the beginning. But the halacha is not like Rabbi Meir, that if you have it closed, you're not allowed to. But if you did open by itself, then you will be allowed to.